All right. Boosie Badass. Glad to finally have you on Camp Capone News, man.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
How's everything going for you?
I'm good, man. I mean, I can't complain when I can complain.
I hear that. Well, what brings you to Vegas?
Super Bowl, I got a couple shows. I'm booked Friday, booked Saturday. Well, booked Thursday tonight, I'm booked Friday. Saturday, I go to Arkansas, I'm booked. Sunday, I go to New Orleans, I'm booked. Monday, I go to Mobile.
Man, Boosie's schedule stays packed, man.
Yeah.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
You're performing tonight with BG.
Yeah, I'm with BG tonight, and it's big for me, man. I mean, I ain't saw him physically in 14 years, so.
Oh, so this is your first time, you guys' first time seeing each other since he's been out of jail.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Last time I saw him, I was walking in the courthouse to do my time.
Damn.
Last time I saw him was November 9th, 2009.
That's a minute.
Yeah.
You guys stayed in contact this whole time.
Yeah.
Man. That's what's up, man. And you guys are gonna perform his first show with you. You guys have new music together?
Yeah, we working on an album right now, called Real Back in Style. And we probably got about 6 more records to do. And we'll be knocked out. But now since he off the ankle monitor and all that shit, we can get it in and shoot some visuals and shit like that.
Man, that's what's up, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, BG definitely a legend, been doing his thing.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever performed together or did anything like that together in the past?
Yeah, a few times we done been on stage together. I mean, with this special right here, yeah. We never got to perform together after we done made music together. We done been on a couple shows together, but making music together, you know, when we did our mixtape, I had went off to the pen and we never got to perform the things off our mixtape we dropped before. Well, it got leaked before I went in. And so it's like a real nigga anniversary, you know. 2 real niggas done seen each other. And I was here for him his whole time in prison, and when I went, he was in for me, so, you know, real niggas do real things.
Man, well, that's what it is, man. You know, sounds like a dope show.
Yeah.
Vegas, no better place to do it.
Yeah. You know, I love Vegas, man. I love the nightlife. I love the lights of Vegas.
Yeah, Vegas is definitely a fun city. That's for sure. Well, I thought we would just start off with some of the biggest news about you that I seen, and that was Kodak Black.
Yeah.
He released a song about 3-4 days ago.
Yeah.
And in this song, he has the line, "Who Boosie think he is?"
Yeah.
What did you think, man? How'd you feel when you first heard it?
I wasn't mad. I mean, I wasn't mad when I heard it. I was just like, you know, I'm gonna say something, but I'm gonna be cool while I'm saying it. I ain't, because, you know, first of all, he locked up. You know, second of all, I wasn't mad because I wasn't mad because I know what I said. If you doing a freestyle and you bringing me up, you know, every interview you bringing me up, what I said touch you. You know, I feel like he at a point where he feel now he made a mistake, you know, by doing that song and things like that, you know. And I was basically just telling him, you know, I want him to stop blaming me, you know. I want him to stop blaming me for his actions. You know, you gotta stand up and say, man, you know, I did that, and keep going. Cause before he just said that, I haven't mentioned him in nothing, man. I mean, I haven't mentioned him in nothing. That's like his 4th, 5th time, just, you know, but you know,
He's made a few songs.
I don't wake up thinking about no Kodak, you know. This dude don't cross my mind at all, and I don't want to be crossing his mind like that. You know what I'm saying? I want to see the little nigga get money, bro. I want to see him home. You know, I don't want to see nobody in the pen. I want to see him get help, bro. You know, I want to see him. I want to see him do better, man. I mean, I think he just feel like since he done that song, his shit just been, you know, it just been a crash course, and just want him to blame himself, you know, and you know, everybody get shake back, bro. I just want him to blame himself and not keep saying who Boosie. Boosie is somebody you not. Boosie is, I'm nothing like, I'm different. Boosie that I'm that nigga in plenty of ways, you know. That's who Boosie is. You know, I think I am who I am. I don't think I'm nobody big. I'm Boosie. Boosie not trying to be no. Boosie is Boosie. What Boosie do, nobody does. What Boosie says, nobody says. The music I make, nobody makes it like me. My movies when I put them out, nobody gets 100% like Boosie. Nobody's a real friend to they people or to somebody I with like Boosie. The old folks love Boosie. The youngsters love Boosie. The babies love Boosie. The kids love Boosie. The preachers, the gangbangers, the convicts. That's who Boosie is. Boosie is Boosie, you know, and that's basically it.
So you do think he could come back from doing the song with 6ix9ine?
But he'll always have a black eye. That's what I said. You know, his career always have a black eye because it's always gonna get challenged because Kodak was looked at like, you know, like the real ghetto babies who stand up for all that because they done lost family members to that. They done lost kinfolks to that. You know, so that'll always be a black eye. I mean, he gave his career a black eye, you know. Black eyes heal.
Facts.
You know, black eyes do heal, but somebody will always talk about that black eye. That's what a black eye is. Mm. Remember that time you had that black eye?
Yeah.
You know, when his fan and another fan talking, who's not his fan, what they gonna bring up?
Yeah, it's just like a dude with a bad knee.
It's a black eye. Yeah. A black eye go heal. But they'll always remember that black eye, especially on social media.
Can you guys fix your guys' issues?
I mean, probably not. I mean, I don't have an issue with them. If I don't wake up thinking about you, it's not an issue to me. I said what I said and I moved on. You know, if you can't take it, it is what it is. But you know, I don't wake up thinking about no people. That's when I got ops. I don't have ops, you know. I walk around freely, bro, you know. I walk around freely and, you know.
You mentioned that you get a lot of love from everybody, from black, white, brown, to the gangsters, to the average dudes. You know, what do you think it is that, you know, that gets you that love from everybody? Just from
being real. That's what it gives me. My music real. I'm real, you know. You got some people who music real, but they're not real. Mm. You know, people see this is hard body, man. This ain't no breaking. You know, this ain't no taking no money and changing this man. This ain't no, you know, I'm one of the few who people say, keep it real. I say what millions of people want to say, but they don't have the nuts to say it. You know, I'm not trying to be somebody else. My music don't sound like other people. I'm Boosie, man. You know, people, I stick out like a sore thumb because I'm real. You know, I don't follow trends. What other people to do, I don't follow. I stick to what I believe in, my morals I stand on, and that make people love me. people know I done all the, you know, but I'm still happy. I'm a different gangster. I mean, you know, like, it ain't too many people like Boosie. You know, I can make you smile, I can make you cry. You know, I'm a real person. I'm not putting on, I'm not walking around mugging everybody, you know, like, you know. I'm just a real person, I'm me. And that's what make a lot of people love me, because it's too much for you to love, not to hate, for you to hate. If you hate Boosie, you got a problem. You got a serious problem, because I'm just keeping it real. You know, either I said something that really hurt you, because the truth hurts. I hurt a lot of people because of the truth. You know, I don't agree with a lot of things that go on in this world, because that's not a part of what I stand for. And as a person, I have the right to say what I believe in and what I don't. A lot of people else in this world have the same right, but they don't have nuts. They don't have bowling ball nuts. You know, they always think what's going to be taken from them, from speaking their mind. And, you know, that's what makes Boosie keeping it real for a lot of people who can't keep it real.
What's up? This is Cam Capone. We got more content like this coming soon, so hit that like button, subscribe, and stay locked in to Cam Capone News.